Hi love, welcome to Guided by Helly. My name is Helly and I'm guiding you to your dream reality. So go ahead, like and subscribe and get in love because we're getting everything we've ever wanted. Okay, today's video we are going to be talking about the final manifestation method that you will ever need. You'll never need another one. This is it. This is the holy grail. This is the holy trifecta of it all. Okay, you will never need to script again. You will never need to script again. I don't know. Whatever else you are doing, you don't need to do it. You just need to do this. And I do actually mean that. Like, I know that sounds very clickbaity, but I actually genuinely do mean that. And the manifestation method is something that you have heard 1,000 times, but not in the context of manifesting. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl, boss. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl, boss. Okay, that is the method. That is all. The holy trinity, if you will. Okay, let's start off with gaslight. And what is gaslighting? I talk about this all the time. It is literally that narcissistic ex that you have where you would say like, oh my God, you said this and now you need to apologize. And he was like, I never said that. That is you. You need to start being like, I never felt that way. I was never feeling like a loser. I was never insecure. Rewriting, reprogramming, and gaslighting yourself into truly believing that you were never that way. Okay, rewrite the story in your mind, gaslight yourself into a new reality. If you have no money in your bank account, you're going to gaslight yourself and tell yourself that you are the richest girl on your block. If you are having trouble believing that there is a good relationship out there for you, you are going to believe that you have always had good relationships, that it is very easy for you to find love out there. It is very easy for you to be loved. All of these things, anything, and go back to my last video and we talk a little bit about the rewriting of it all. But you're going to think about all the things in your life that maybe aren't the most suitable, things that you don't really like that much, and you're going to rewrite them, okay? If you are having problems with your body or with your weight or with losing weight or whatever, and you've been telling yourself this story over and over and over again, that it is difficult to lose weight, that you have always been fat, that you blah, 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 like that you are an unhealthy, unactive person, that, oh my God, it's just so hard. Oh my God, I can't kick this sugar habit. Oh my God, you're going to rewrite that and you're going to gaslight yourself and you're going to tell yourself that you've always been healthy. You've always had an easy go at eating things that actually fuel your body. Always. It has always been that way. We are gaslighting ourselves into truly believing the reality that we want to live in. And we have always been that way. No, you were never lazy. No, you were never unorganized. No, you never had a problem with maintaining your weight. No, you never had a problem with gaining weight. You never had a problem with losing weight. You never had a problem with maintaining relationships. You never had a problem with blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's say in your current reality, the way that you believe, a belief that you have is that your friends have always done you dirty. Oh my God, I cannot have my friends always do me dirty. Oh my God, there's always something, right? Opposite of. I have had some of the best friendships in this lifetime. I have been treated so well, so kindly by so many different people. I have had very loyal friends in my life. I blah, 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 blah. Just completely rewrite that story and gaslight yourself, mama. Okay? That is manifestation. That is it. Gaslighting yourself into believing what you actually want, because what you think life is, how you believe life goes is how life goes. Okay? We're gaslighting ourselves into truly believing that we are the most lucky, the most successful, the hottest, the greatest energy, the most uplifting, the sweetest, the kindest, we are that. We are her. Okay, gaslight yourself. Gaslight. Gatekeep is when you are gatekeeping your energy. Also, gatekeeping your manifestations. There is a book, and it also was turned into a documentary that is one of the most popular manifestation pieces of literature ever to exist. It's called The Secret. It's called The Secret because you're supposed to keep your manifestations a secret. Why? Because when you are talking to people about all the things that you want in your life, somebody who maybe has a more closed mindset, you're going to tell it to them and they're going to say, oh, that's a big ask. Oh, that's going to be hard to do, right? And it's hard not to adopt their beliefs when they say it to you. You might be feeling like, I can do this, no problem. It's going to be so easy. And then you talk to somebody who's very scared of things and who's more small-minded, and they're going to be like, girl, Good luck with that. I remember one time I was at the strip club and I was telling this guy, I want to donate $1 billion before I die. And he was like, oh. And I literally never said that again. I never said that again. He actually stopped me from owning that, from believing that, from truly manifesting that, because I said it out loud to this strange man. I do not know him. I don't know his name. I couldn't even tell you what he looked like. But he told me like, oh, like literally his reaction made me say, oh, maybe I can't do that. Who the freak says? Literally some random man from a strip club. I could have maintained that thought and been still owning that manifestation, and I can create anything that I want. If I can believe it, I can have it. If I can believe it, I can achieve it, okay? But when you start telling people about your manifestations and they start telling you about their beliefs on that and their limiting beliefs about whatever it is that you want, you're going to naturally just adopt that. So gatekeep your manifestations and gatekeep your energy. Do not go out giving your energy to everybody and anybody. My friend literally just texted me and she was like, how do you get a man who's like very emotionally reliant on you to like frick off? Basically, he's like robbing her of her energy and she's like, what do I do? You stop responding. You don't reply to that man. You don't reply to anybody who is robbing you of your peace. You gatekeep your energy. You decide who is allotted your space, energy, and time. And you don't let anybody who is robbing, stealing, vampire energying you into that space. It is yours to divvy out how you would like, okay? Stop with the people pleasing. This is very, 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 very important. People pleasing will allow you to give your life up to everybody but you, okay? I'm going to say that in a different way because that was really funky the way that came out. But if you are out here people pleasing, you are not living your life. You are living their life. You are living in other people's realities because you are walking around literally living mentally in other people's realities. Because why? Because you're sitting there being like, well, I hope that they're okay. I hope that they're happy. I hope that I can make and you're abandoning your own self, your own feelings, your own dreams, and all of the above. Gatekeep your energy, stay in your own bubble, stay in your own mind, stay in your own reality and future reality. Stay there. Gatekeep that energy, mama. Okay, it is so important. You cannot get where you want to be by pleasing people. It doesn't happen. It really doesn't happen. My mother is the biggest people pleaser in the world, in the entire universe, and all that got her was anxious, miserable. She doesn't know how to make herself happy. And you can't make other people happy. So she is constantly living in a state of anxiety and like disappointment. I feel like she's disappointed herself in this life because she had an expectation and a belief that it was her duty to manage everybody else's emotions around her. And it was never that. It was never her job. Gatekeep your energy. If you are seeing somebody and you really want to help them, but they're not helping themselves, you need to realize like, I actually can't help them because they can't help themselves. And what am I going to do about it? I can't do anything about it. So we're going to gatekeep our energy, right? Gaslight ourselves into believing whatever reality that we want to believe. We've always been that way. We were never that, blah, 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 right? Gaslight. Gatekeep. We're gatekeeping our energy and we're gatekeeping our manifestations. I know it is so hard, and this is also an ADHD thing. When you start telling people about what you are doing, your plans, what you want, sometimes we lose a lot of momentum because just talking about it and brainstorming and putting it out there into the world verbally was enough. Okay? If you actually physically want to put something out into the world, you cannot put it out there verbally to other people. Talk to God, talk to your manifestation journal, talk to me, girl. I will always give you the most optimistic response ever. But listen, you need to be keeping your manifestations very close to your heart until they actually come to fruition. And then you can be jumping from the rooftops of joy and being like, oh my God, I manifested that. Okay, nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know. You don't need other people's opinions. You don't need other people's advice. Some of the greatest advice that I will ever give is stop getting advice. Okay, stop getting other people's opinions. You know, every time you have something going on and the universe is there in your mind walking you through it, and then you go and ask other people their opinions, you get further and further away from the message from God or the universe or source. You get further and further away from the things that you know to be true because you're calling upon other people and their opinions and their connection to source and their journey and what they would do and what God tells them to do in certain situations. It is not their situation to get through. It is yours. And I know that that's like, yes, support, yes, venting, yes, this, yes, that. But when we start getting a bunch of different opinions and we start listening to a bunch of different people about our own situations, it gets very messy. Okay, so that was a little bit of a tangent, but Gatekeep. Do not tell people about your manifestations. Do not tell people about the things that you're doing. Like, even if you have a full-blown plan, I swear to God, I was doing this manifestation journal, and then I started telling everybody about it, and I was like, okay, well, I put it out there. No, you didn't. It is still halfway finished in your iPad. Like, it's not out there, and I still had that same satisfaction of as if I had put it out there. But if I told nobody about it, and I just kept doing it and like finished the project, that I would have actually finished it because I really wanted feedback. I really wanted people to hear about it. I really wanted people to see it. I got feedback like when I was a quarter of the way done, and I said, okay, I'm done. Job's done. Do you see what I'm saying? So gatekeep your manifestations and gatekeep whatever else I was talking about gatekeeping. Oh yeah, your energy. Gatekeep your energy. Make sure people are deserving access of it. Don't just start handing it out like Oprah. Okay, your energy is sacred. Don't just start handing it out. If you were more intentional with who you are giving your energy to, and I'm talking about even like, I have recently learned this, and it took me way too long. I've been on the internet for way too long to finally realize this. I don't respond to people anymore in comments, you know, because as soon as I respond to somebody, I'm in that negative interaction when I could have read the negative comment and kept it pushing and it wouldn't have bothered me. But now I responded, I put energy into that. I invested a token of my energy into this negative interaction. I chose, that's how bad it is. I chose to invest my energy into this negative interaction. And then, so I respond, and now it's like on my mind. Now I put my phone down, but I'm thinking about it. I'm like, when are they going to respond? And I pick my phone back up to see if they responded. Okay, they didn't respond. When? Because I put myself into an interaction that was giving me anxiety, and literally, like, I do like to talk shit. That's a problem that I have. Like, I like to talk shit. So it's like, I wanted to talk shit and be like, see, look how good I am at talking shit. This is so radically honest. My ego was like, girl, you could eat them up. So then I do, and then I sit there and I'm like, what was more important, me eating them up or me maintaining my energy or me reserving my energy for something that is positive? Girl, you don't have to say everything to everybody. You don't have to respond to everyone. You know what I mean? So now I don't. And I feel so much better. And I don't have, when I tell you, it'll rob my day of energy, having a negative interaction, arguing with somebody in the comments because they wanted to say something that I was like, well, let me say my something too. You want to talk shit? I can too. Girl, I was losing. I was the loser every single time. I just lost energy that I didn't even need to give out. So gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss. This is when you need to be taking aligned action towards your goals. Okay, we have a vision, right? You have to have some type of idea about what you want, right? And I like to tell people not to get so specific on the occupation or the where you physically are or XYZ, what life really looks like. I want you to focus on how life feels. And then I want you to be taking inspired action towards those feelings. If you want to feel free, you need to start taking action towards being free. That means for me right now, currently, my example is I need to have more financial literacy so that I can be financially free when the big bucks start to come, right? Because you see people all the time, big bucks come in and they go broke. They can't even pay their taxes because they did not have the financial literacy to actually become financially free. So I'm going to be taking the inspired action. I'm going to be girl bossing myself into a position where I am so financially literate that people are coming to me for financial advice, right? Right now we are not there, but I'm going to be learning things. I'm going to be reading books. I'm going to be listening to money podcasts. I'm going to be seeking out people who are in the positions that I would like to be in and actually hearing them out. And I know this goes against me talking about earlier about taking advice, but like, do you kind of see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking my friend, hey girl, what do you think about this? I'm like actually getting professional advice from somebody who is like financially literate, which is the position that I want to be in. I want to be financially literate. Therefore, I will take the inspired action. I will girl boss my way into that spot. Girl bossing is also channeling the energy of a girl boss. And you know what I'm talking about. Like that it girl energy, start channeling her. If you have to wear a certain outfit, if you have to do your like when I do my makeup for these videos, that is me channeling the energy of a bitch who knows what the fuck she's talking about. Okay? If I showed up and I was just like all over the place physically, I think that I wouldn't be able to channel that energy of really stepping into my divine feminine. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You wake up in the morning and you see all this going on, your hair's is all crazy and whatever, and you're just like, ugh, I'm in this ugh energy. You start brushing your teeth, you start brushing your hair, you start channeling the energy of a girl who is put together, and you live like that. You start doing your makeup, girl, and it elevates you even more. You put on an outfit, a color, you anything to really, really help you elevate your energy and channel that it girl energy. Mantras. Mantras are it. And let me tell you guys, I have created the most incredible mantra for our Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss method. And it is, are you ready for it? I gaslight my doubts. They hold no power. I gatekeep my energy. Access is earned. I girl boss in real life. I move with intention. I manifest with ease because I am her. I gaslight my doubts. They hold no power. I gatekeep my energy. Access is earned. I girl boss in real life. I move with intention. I manifest with ease because I am her. Let's do it one more time. I gaslight my doubts. They hold no power. I gatekeep my energy. Access is earned. I girl boss in real life. I move with intention. I manifest with ease because I am her. And with all of that being said, I really hope that this method sticks with you. I hope that you use it. I hope that you use this mantra. Let me know, okay? I want you to go and I want you to check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. Then I want you to use this mantra for just 1 week, okay? This is our Sunday video, so by next Sunday, you will have been using this mantra for a week, and I want you to check in and let me know how that's been going for you. I want you to see if your energy shifts. I want you to see if it makes you feel a little bit better. I want you to see if you are attracting more of whatever you are trying to manifest into your life. I want you to let me know it all, okay? And also, just let me know how you're doing in the comments down below. Let's chit chat. Also, I answer all of my DMs on Instagram, guided by Helly. Go ask me your personal questions over there. I basically do like one-on-one manifestation coaching in my DMs. So go let me know how that is going for you, and I will help you out there. My brain is mush. I actually don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So with all of that being said, I hope the message found you, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.